Which pickup truck should you buy? The Tesla Cybertruck or the Ford F-150? Well, in this episode, we are going to find out. Starting off with the price. So the F-150 starts at around $34,000, and that goes all the way up to $77,000. The Cybertruck starts at around $61,000, and that goes all the way up to $100,000. Now let's compare these vehicles' exteriors. So the F-150 is an amazing looking truck. The Raptor is the best one since it has design changes of the standard F-150, making this truck look so much better. The front is the best part. The grille combined with the headlights is a perfect match. The side and back of this truck is also really good. It also has skid plates, which not only look amazing, they also help significantly with the protection. Now, to make this truck look even sportier, you can pay extra for the Sport Exterior package, which replaces all the chrome trim on the outside with black. And also the F-150 has a drag coefficient of 0.46 CD. The Cybertruck, however, is way more different. It looks a lot more futuristic. Its body is way stronger, thanks to the ultra-hard stainless steel, which is bulletproof. As you can see in this video, not a single bullet goes through the door panels. On a regular truck, it just goes straight through. Not on the Cybertruck. It's completely bulletproof. It also has shatter-resistant glass, which can resist the impact of a baseball traveling at up to 70 miles per hour. It's insane. The windows itself are huge. It has light bars at the front and rear which look amazing. The front light bar has cool animations to it. Now there aren't any exterior color choices like there are on the F-150, but Tesla does offer exterior wraps. There's a black and a white. After selecting the color that you like, you'll then have to schedule an appointment and Tesla service will install the wrap for you. But still, the stainless steel looks amazing, and the Cybertruck is also way more aerodynamic. It has a drag coefficient of 0.34 CD. Big difference. And overall, no matter how good the F-150 looks, I prefer the futuristic look of the Cybertruck. Which exterior do you guys prefer? Let me know in the comments down below. Now let's compare these trucks' interiors. So the F-150's interior design is alright. There's a bit too much going on, but still it doesn't look bad. It also has decent interior quality. There's leather pretty much everywhere. For the comfort features, you have heated, ventilated, and massage seats. There's also a heated steering wheel, and behind that is a beautiful 12-inch driver's display. Overall, this interior is pretty good, and it's definitely better than the previous F-150's interior. However, the Cybertruck's design is much cleaner. This looks way better. The screen is a lot bigger. However, one disappointing thing is there's no driver's display. This is a very expensive vehicle. There should be a driver's display. But overall, the design is very nice, and the interior quality is also very good. Tesla has really been improving their interior quality lately, and in the Cybertruck, you have soft touch materials pretty much everywhere. Lots of the interior pieces are also made out of Alcantara. For the comfort features, you have heated and ventilated seats. There's also a heated steering wheel. This truck doesn't have massage seats like the F-150 does. However, it has ambient lighting, which looks amazing at night. It also has a tri-zone climate control instead of the dual-zone climate control in the F-150. The windows are also massive, which not only lets lots of light into the cabin, it also makes it feel way more spacious inside. All of the windows are also double-layered, which helps to keep the cabin quieter, making it more comfortable. The windshield is absolutely massive. This is the biggest windshield of any car out there. It's insane. Overall, I prefer the Cybertruck's interior much more than the F-150's. But which interior do you guys prefer? Let me know in the comments down below. With the F-150, you have two displays. One is the driver's display and the other is the center display, which provides vehicle controls. There's over-the-air updates, so as you own your F-150, it gets better over time. There's Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You also have a surround view, which is super helpful for parking. As standard, the F-150 has 8 speakers. You can pay extra for 18 speakers. And now for the first time ever, the F-150 gets a heads-up display, which is an amazing feature that all vehicles should have. However, the Cybertruck is much more advanced in technology. It gets 2 displays. One is the center display, which provides all the vehicle controls. The rear display provides the entertainment and climate controls for rear passengers. There's over-the-air updates, so as you own your Cybertruck, it gets better over time. There's no Apple CarPlay nor Android Auto, but you don't need it considering how good the infotainment system is in the Tesla. It gets Google Maps as standard, and also you have access to the web browser. You can also pair your phone with the vehicle, that way you can use it as the key. You can play games and watch different videos on these beautiful displays. And as standard, the Cybertruck has 15 speakers. Teslas now also get a surround view, which is super helpful for parking. There's also pin to drive. When you enable this feature, you have to create a passcode that you will be entering before driving the vehicle. That way your truck never gets stolen. You can also set a passcode for the glove box. There's also bioweapon defense mode. When you enable this mode, the vehicle will use the HEPA filter to prevent 99.9% of harmful gases entering the cabin. It's insane. There's also dog mode. So when you leave your pet inside, this feature will keep the climate on and display a message letting people outside know the pet inside is safe. There's also sentry mode, which uses the exterior cameras for the driving assistance systems as security cameras to record for suspicious activity around a vehicle when you're outside. And if it captures something, it will save that into its built-in dash cam, which comes as standard. When you get back inside, you can view those clips, and also you can view those cameras through the Tesla app. There's so much technology in this truck. It's way ahead of the Ford. So the Cybertruck's truck bed is 6 feet deep and 4 feet wide. It has a volume of up to 67 cubic foot. For additional storage, you can fold up the rear seats, providing 54 cubic foot of space. The front also provides an extra 14 cubic foot of space. So in total, the Cybertruck is up to 135 cubic foot of cargo space. It also has a payload capacity of up to 2,500 pounds. That's insane. All of the all-wheel drive versions of the Cybertruck can tow up to 11,000 pounds. The interior also has 220 volt outlets, and the truck bed has 220 volt outlets and one 240 volt outlet. The F-150's truck bed, however, is 8 feet deep and 4 feet wide. It has a volume of up to 77 cubic foot. For additional storage, you can fold up the rear seats, providing 51 cubic foot of space. There's no frunk on this vehicle since there's an engine, so in total the F-150 is up to 128 cubic foot of cargo space. The tonneau cover, however, costs extra. On the Cybertruck, you get it as standard. However, the F-150 has a payload capacity of up to an impressive 3,300 pounds. 3,300 pounds, that's insane. It can also tow up to 1,400 pounds. Up to 1,400 pounds, that's impressive. The interior as standard has 220 volt outlets like the Cybertruck, and the truck bed as standard has 220 volt outlets. The higher end versions of the F-150 get 420 volt outlets and one 240 volt outlet in the truck bed. The F-150 has a wide range of engine choices. There's a 3.3-liter V6 petrol engine, which makes 290 horsepower and 265 pound-feet of torque. There's a 2.7-liter V6 turbocharged engine, which makes 325 horsepower and 500 pound-feet of torque. There's a 5-liter V8 petrol engine, which makes 400 horsepower and 410 pound-feet of torque. There's a 3.5-liter V6 turbocharged engine, which makes 400 horsepower and 500 pound-feet of torque. There's a more powerful 3.5-liter V6 engine, which makes 450 horsepower and 510 pound-feet of torque. You can get the F-150 as rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. All versions get a 10-speed automatic transmission, and it just weighs over 4,200 pounds. That's impressive for a pickup truck. The Cybertruck all-wheel drive has 2 electric motors, which makes 600 horsepower and 7,400 pound-feet of torque. The Cyber Beast has 3 electric motors, 1 in the front, 2 in the back. Combined, you have 845 horsepower and 10,300 pound-feet of torque. You can also get the Cybertruck as rear-wheel drive, however, we don't have much info about that version, and that's because the rear-wheel drive Cybertruck will start deliveries in 2025. All versions of the Cybertruck get a single-speed automatic transmission, and it weighs over 6,600 pounds. That's a lot heavier than the F-150, and that's because it gets a 123 kilowatt-hour battery pack. The all-wheel drive version of the Cybertruck is up to 340 miles of range. The Cyber Beast has 320 miles of range. The Cybertruck can also charge at a rate of up to 250 kilowatts. In fact, it can add 128 miles of range in just 15 minutes. You can also get a range extender on the Cybertruck, which provides a 50 kilowatt-hour battery pack that's mounted underneath the tonneau cover, and it provides over 100 miles of range. In fact, with the all-wheel drive, that brings the range up to over 470 miles. Over 470 miles of range, that's insane. The quickest version of the F-150 can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.7 seconds. It also has a top speed of 124 miles per hour and can complete the quarter mile in about 12 seconds. However, The quickest version of the Cybertruck can do 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds. 2.6 seconds. This truck has the power of a supercar. Actually more power. Because in this video you can see a Cybertruck beats a Porsche 911 in a drag race, but at the same time tows another Porsche. It's insane. It's towing another vehicle, but at the same time beats a Porsche 911 in a drag race. My goodness. Now let's compare these trucks' internal components. So the F-150 has a spring suspension system with dampers. It gets a sway bar at the front preventing body roll. There's variable ratio steering, which increases steering power at low speeds, reduces the steering power at higher speeds, making it more controllable. And it has rear torque vectoring, which can send full power to the outer wheel with the most grip. The Cybertruck though is way more advanced. It gets the ultra-hard stainless steel exoskeleton. The whole body is made out of stainless steel and it's extremely strong. It's so fascinating to see how good this material is at resisting bullets, and it also helps significantly with the safety rating. As you can see in this video, the Cybertruck does so well in the crash test. It also has a much better suspension system. It has adaptive air suspension with active adaptive dampers. It also adjusts based on how much weight the vehicle is carrying. It also has sway bars at the front and rear preventing body roll. The Cybertruck is also the first vehicle to ever have a 48-volt low voltage system. All other cars have a 12-volt system. And it helps in many ways. There's less wiring, which helps to reduce the weight. It makes the Cybertruck more powerful, and also is a big reason why Tesla was able to fit steer-by-wire technology in the Cybertruck. This is the first production vehicle ever to have steer-by-wire. So there's no physical connection between the steering wheel and the wheels. Instead, it uses a bunch of sensors that send signals to each other. So when you turn the steering wheel, the sensors send signals to the wheels, and then the wheels turn via electric motors. This makes the steering super fast at low speeds, and it reduces it at higher speeds, making it more controllable. It also has rear wheel steering, which can turn the rear wheels by up to 10 degrees, and it has rear torque vectoring, which can send full power to the outer wheel with the most grip. Excellent engineering here. Now, which pickup truck is better for off-roading? Well, the F-150 gets 34-inch all-terrain tires, and has 10 inches of ground clearance. The Cybertruck, however, has 35-inch all-terrain tires. Its air suspension provides 12 inches of travel and has 17 inches of ground clearance. This truck has more ground clearance than any other pickup truck out there. And yes, the Cybertruck is better for off-roading. With the F-150, the stiff spring suspension improves the handling. However, the suspension is a bit too firm, and that's because it's designed to carry weight. The traction is very good with the all-wheel drive system, and the sway bar prevents body roll. The variable ratio steering makes the steering more controllable, and the torque vectoring not only improves the traction, it also improves the cornering experience. The F-150 also has Ford's co-pilot system, which provides adaptive cruise control and lane centering to keep you inside the lane. There's automatic emergency braking, evasive steering assist, lane departure avoidance, blind spot warning, and cross-traffic alert. The Cybertruck, though, is way better to drive. The air suspension system is much more comfortable. You can set it to a stiffer setting, which will help to improve the handling. And the traction is also very good with the all-wheel drive system. The Cybertruck also handles better. It has sway bars both at the front and rear. That massive battery pack also provides a low center of gravity, which helps to improve the handling. The rear wheel steering not only improves the turning circle, it also improves the stability. And the steering is much better thanks to the steer-by-wire technology. It makes the steering super fast, and it also slows down at higher speeds, making it more controllable. There's the regenerative braking, so whenever you lift up the accelerator, the vehicle will automatically stop and recharge the battery at the same time, making the Cybertruck even easier to drive. And the rear torque vectoring helps with the traction and the cornering experience. It also has a lot more self-driving features than the F-150. It has autopilot as standard, which provides adaptive cruise control and auto steer to keep you inside the lane. It can change lanes on its own, and the autopilot can also use the navigation to drive you in the direction based on the route. You can also pay extra for the full self-driving package, which will allow the Cybertruck to drive completely by itself. It has automatic emergency braking, lane departure avoidance, evasive aid assist, blind spot warning, obstacle-aware acceleration, which reduces acceleration power when close to obstacles while parking, and may apply brakes if you get too close to an object, And the Cybertruck can also park by itself. Overall, the Cybertruck is much better to drive. It has a lot more power, it has much better steering, it's way more comfortable, it handles much better, and has a lot more self-driving features than the F-150. So which is better, the Tesla Cybertruck or the Ford F-150? It's the Tesla Cybertruck, mainly because, most importantly, it's much safer. It has a super strong body that's bulletproof, has shatter-resistant glass, has a beautiful looking exterior, a wonderful interior with great build quality, it's very spacious, has a lot of cool technology features, it's also very good for towing, it's a better off-roading vehicle, and it's also much better to drive. The Ford F-150 though is an amazing pickup truck, but the Tesla Cybertruck is better. Do you guys agree though? Let me know in the comments down below which vehicle do you guys prefer. But anyways, that's going to wrap it up for today's episode.